In this lesson, we will talk briefly about Drupal security. Website security is a deep and complex subject, and most of what you need to know is not Drupal specific. As a content management system, Drupal needs to be kept up to date. The company I work with, the Cherry Hill Company, runs security updates on all of its sites at least every 3 months, and immediately when there is a critical issue. Keep in mind that getting behind on security updates will make your update path more complex. Staying on top of updates will make the process fairly straightforward and usually painless. The most important consideration for security in Drupal is keeping that codebase up to date. The easiest way to know when an update is available for your Drupal site is to have the Update Manager module enabled and to check off to receive notifications when updates are available. Typically, you would have the Update Manager enabled when you're installing your Drupal site. If you're not sure if it's enabled or not, you can always go to Reports, Status Report, and if you scroll down, you will get a warning under Update Notifications if the Update Manager is not enabled. In this case, it's not enabled, so we need to go ahead and take care of that. Under Extend, we'll do a search for the Update Manager module. We'll enable and save configuration. I also want to check the settings on this module, so I'm going to click on Configure. And I'm going to tell the site that I only want to receive notifications when there are security updates. I also need to specify the email address or addresses that I want to receive these notifications. So I'll go ahead and enter an address, and then I can click Save Configuration. Another great way to know when there are security updates for the things that you use or for any modules or themes that are on Drupal.org is to subscribe to the Security News mailing list. You'll find this at lists.drupal.org. You'll simply click on Security News and then go ahead and add yourself. The emails that you get from Security News are incredibly useful because not only do they tell you how critical the security update is, it will also tell you where the vulnerabilities are so that you can determine whether or not you are actually vulnerable. The current beta of Drupal 8 does not have an update path for going from one version of Drupal 8 beta to another, so I cannot demonstrate this at the time of this recording. Please check back for updates to this video course after Drupal 8 is officially released, as we will be patching these videos as needed. There is more to security in a content management system, and in Drupal, than just staying on top of security updates. The way that you configure your site will have an impact on how secure your site is. Drupal community member Greg Nattison, known as Greggles on Drupal.org, has a book called Cracking Drupal. This is a must-read for Drupal security. While Drupal 8 will have different security requirements than previous versions of Drupal, this will give you a deep understanding of the considerations to make. Some simple considerations that will make a big difference in your security will be to not allow anyone but the most trusted site administrators to access the User1 account. The User1 account is the first account on your Drupal site. In the case of this site, it's TC4A. You also want to make sure that you're not allowing PHP to be written into your database through the content management system. Additionally, you'll want to keep the full HTML input format restricted and only allow the most trusted and knowledgeable users to access it. You'll set this under People, Permissions, and I'm going to do a quick find here for text format. We'll see Use the full HTML text format as one of the options here under Permissions. Right now, only administrators have permission to use this input format, and that's a good thing. Another consideration would be to use the web form module, a contributed module that should have a version for Drupal 8 by the time Drupal 8 is officially released. At this time, the module is currently looking for a maintainer. Let's find this on a page here. So this module is currently looking for a contributor for the Drupal 8 version. Using the web form module allows you to then not have the content manager adding markup for form fields into the content on the site. And this is a very good thing to do for security. And of course, most important of all, stay on top of your security updates. In this lesson, we reviewed high-level security considerations. Drupal can be one of the most secure content management systems out there when set up correctly. The community is passionate about security and is constantly scrutinizing the code to make sure that we have a system that is safe and reliable.